Rock. Rap. Keep it a clip. Rap it up.
They tryna hate, they kinda late. Beef, but I got plenty on my plate. Chief, Herrero chief. Don't you speak, you gon' make me suck my teeth. Oh my chingo.
Rap it up.
What's happening, cuz? Keep it 100, cuz. That's Mbakonje's new tag, man. What it is. Thank you so much for making time with us. Welcome to the biggest one of them all. This right here is Rap Attack. Keep it a clip, man, with your girlfriend's favorite as well as your ghostwriter's inspiration. Home of the MC and what is yet to be Namibia's biggest hip-hop platform. What exactly can you expect on the show? Let's find out in my spring-like outfit.
Rap it up.
That was our debut album.
That was our debut album. We put in work. We reflected on all the kinds of instrument sounds from home, and we infused it into this album.
We are the link. You know, when you wanna entertain people, come to the right people.
Mekakara kodondundu. Imba imeshinire kodondundu. Imba imeshinire kodondundu.
Rap it up.
What we're trying to do right here on the show is that we're trying to take the show out there as much as possible. One of the towns that I think hip-hop is definitely growing is the towns of Rutown. It's the town of Rutown, basically. The big homie Get Grill said, I was not signed overseas, but I was signed over rivers. That's a bar right there. MIG, man, came through to do what MIG does best. We had an awesome chat with them. It's a group of young dudes who just came together collectively and formed what is yet, I think, a formidable hip-hop group. And these guys are doing marvelous work. Who they are, their work ethic, who's responsible for the production, who's responsible for the vocals. These dudes have divided themselves in such a way that the group works perfectly. And this is sort of us catching up with them. Check it out.
Rap it up.
Hey, man, I don't know. Hope I'm gonna see tomorrow, so I pray.
All the way from Rutown. Now you gotta understand, if there is one town in Namibia that is like very, very dope as far as music is concerned, it's gotta be Rundu, fam. Like if you are a musician and you are born anywhere else in the country, you maybe want to go to Rundu and find out how these guys do it. Now, everybody's role is so perfectly played. Like when I listen to the song, I am tempted to go, who is that now? But like everything fits in perfectly. There's, you know, usually with groups, there's this thing that happens. It's like a dude that goes and then there's a drop. With this group, it's just like this, then it's like this, then it's like that all together. How you guys do it, I don't know. We just hope that by the end of this we can share the formula. But real quick, man, MIG, what does these stand for? MIG is for what?
It's Mighty Ill Game.
Mighty
Ill Game.
Real quick, man, I know you guys have got a couple of projects together. I know there's clean visuals that came out of Rutown. Let's take a look at just how you guys grew and perhaps just the amount of work that you guys have now, whether it's albums, whether it's EPs, whether it's singles. How does that look like?
We take it back to 2010.
Yeah.
We're just doing music, you know.
Yeah.
And then we decided 2016.
Yeah.
2016 we did.
Put out our first mixtape.
We put out a mixtape titled Punta, which explains the place that our homies stayed in Windu. Every time we used to come to Windu, we used to come to this place. Yeah. Here we bump music, do all these kind of musical things that we love.
Yeah.
After that, we went on. We did in Kurungu. That was 2017. Right?
That was our debut album.
That was our debut album. We put in work. We reflected on all the kinds of instrument sounds from home, and we infused it into this album.
Yeah, I remember that one actually because there was like a lot of local elements in there. I don't know anybody can really get on this one, but sort of just the hip hop scene back in Rutown. How is that like right now, in general? But I think also for MIG as a clique. How is that like right now?
I can say we got the talent, we got the writers, we got the producers. Like we have everything hip hop and rap. Everything that we need to be hip hop or rap. We have it in one. But we have our challenges, our day-to-day challenges, you know. Coming from a small town like Lundu, where people are used to listening to let me say dance songs, you know. So you have to work twice as hard to convince like people, like the listeners, like, yo, listen to this. It's hard. You can also listen to this and feel it in your soul. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, in the days when we was like rocking the flat caps, people would look at us and say, yo, GG, in a sense of like trying to diss you, the check.
Yeah.
But then we made it cool, and now today, you get the smaller kids, the little kids, the high school guy, the working class, everybody looking up to us like, yo, this guy really made it, because we made it cool. You know, we went from that regular rap, fused it with our venet. We speak to the young at heart. We speak to the youngins. So we have everybody. You know, so when we put our music out there, we speak to everybody. It's not selective or not.
The one thing with Rundu is that it's very, very strong on its hip hop scene, and like it's just like, this is who we are, and this is how we are cementing ourselves. You've got people that are MCs watching you guys thinking, this, like the song I'm playing right now is Keep My Soul, but everybody fits in so well. Did you always do it this way, or did you have to sort of discover yourself at some point?
We went to the same high school, everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, so there was already an MIG back then, but we just we didn't have a studio.
Oh.
We had to hustle for studio sessions and whatnot.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we'll go back to like after evening study sessions, we're back in the hostels jamming.
Yeah.
He comes up with an idea, he comes up with another one, and we just there vibing, putting things together.
Yeah.
On the same time, we're writing these things, then when we're getting out with him, let's go record.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of our earliest things, I don't want anybody to listen to some of them.
Everybody has got those, bro. Rap with cars,
Just to add on what he's saying, we actually started out a little bit different because we were inspired by mostly, like, if it's hip hop, it's American. So later we realized, how do we get these people really listening and paying attention? So we thought, like, we have to be relatable. So we started to fuse in like our vernacular languages, slangs and whatever, beat instrumentals, like old song, ancestral songs, like all those. So that when we started doing that,
yo, I go by the name Pista, MIG. You watching Rap Attack. Keep it a clip every day.
If there's anything happening in Rundu, y'all better call us, man. We got a private jet with a Rap Attack and everything because we're rich. Wow. Gotta understand that, yo. I need you guys to send your shout outs real quick. I know somebody's listening, and then I play in this song Tingolo.
Yeah, shout out to all our fans. They've been supporting real good. Like, we dropped a single, like this Tingolo dropped like 3 weeks back. Now it's going to 4. They're really showing support, man. The views have just been going on YouTube. If you go to Spotify, shout out to all our fans and everybody that's pushing the culture. Much love.
Gang.
Shout out to the family.
Shout
out to Rundu Kavango, represent Gandu Tamu.
Mugapyo. It's that Mugara music up in here. You know what it is. In the background, this is MIG, Mighty Ill Gang. Because they've been flipping like that, man. Don't forget Rap Attack, keep it in the clip, as well as right here on National the Fam. This one in the background is called Tingolo. What are they talking about? You gotta listen to this.
I'll give you my love and affection, romancing, love making, baby with passion. I suka looking at you one time. Single agent up and akumitire. Team forever flowers na kusimbire. Wow gets dukum, chima duku duku.
She like Dingolo, she like Twangoro, she my sondoro, bad girl, my sondoro.
Suka looking at you one time. Single agent up and akumitire. Team forever flowers na kusimbire. Wow gets dukum, chima duku duku.
I see the beauty in your eyes, happy falling now online. Girl, I wanna keep you, you know, see through, hold you through the night. Wow, okay, sing along. Wow, okay, sing along. Wow, okay, sing along, kesan, yeah.
Rep it up. Rep it up.
Let the beat drop and she shake her on juba. I don't got the juice, I got the ombuta. Do this shit for dark, do this shit for tua. I know you wanna know and all you gotta do is Buddha. Ask.
Rep it up.
If you are going to do a hip-hop show, if you're going to film it, then you are technically part of the family. So we want to just find out, dog, like when you do your lighting, like what is that like a passion for you? When you do your sound, how do you do that ever so naturally? And so Console AV has done an awesome job with the guys that are at the back, but now we want to bring them to the light right here on Rep It Up.
Rep it up. Rep it up.
That's what it is, man. Keeping it a clip right here on Rap Attack. And now we spoke earlier about how, you know, like the show is brilliant. I mean, the angles are perfect. The sound is so is the visuals. But there's like dudes who are responsible for putting that together. Now, they don't like the limelight, but we had to put them in the limelight because Rap Attack is a family like that. The big homie Bakonja as well as David, they are responsible for like extremely powerful things, man. So I think before we even get into it, I know you do sound, and we're gonna get into it, and visuals, and sort of like the technicality that comes there too. But before we even continue, man, just quickly an overview of sort of what Console AV really does, man.
Yeah, Console AV is a staging, sound, visual company. We've been in this industry for plus minus like 12, 11 years.
Yeah.
So, it's been up and down, but then, you know, we are the link. You know, when you wanna entertain people,
yeah,
you don't know how to, or you want to have a public announcement or address a large gathering, you know,
yeah,
come to the right people. We can sort you out.
Real quick, man, sound. How did you get into it? Why sound, man? You could have been doing anything else.
Oh, sound. How did I get into it? Well, when I started off, I knew nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Brian just gave us a chance and said, no, you look like you you have an ear. That was his words, yeah.
Yeah.
So up until now, 8 years plus, still rolling the dice.
What is the one thing that you find sort of like it's easier for you to do? Because again, there's this aspect of having to set up for an actual show, and then you leave, then there's, you know, pre-recording dudes, and you gotta edit that. Which one do you find easier to do?
Yeah, I prefer live sound. Live sound is just set up today, event is maybe tomorrow or 3 days, depending on how big the event is.
Yeah.
Set up, sound check, do the event, finish, clear, pack up, go home.
You're responsible for sort of the creative around it, you know, the screens and all, but let's get into it. What exactly is it that you do?
Yeah, so I do the audio visuals, mainly the visual side of the department. As much as we carry audio and visual, but I do much of the visuals, the cameras, the LED walls, the screens, the TVs, the live streaming of events and stuff like that.
Just what is the process really around streaming? Let's take a look at the technicality around streaming.
Well, actually, I should also add, when we say visuals, like in this case, I do the video part, but there's also the lighting part of it, you know, because I think people neglect the lighting.
Yeah.
Like you have your white light, like now you can see me clear, but there's a part of where you bring in an ambience to the stage. You have a stage, so that is another part, and that's another crew that does that part. You know, so like you said, there's a lot of guys doing this, but then we like it seems as though we are the only guys in the team, but there's a lot of guys involved.
It's a much bigger team.
Yeah, it's a much bigger team. So the thing is about the live streaming part is like what he's saying is he focused much on the live sound. And then you have the COVID issue, you have the COVID pandemic. Also to say you have people that want to broadcast from a virtual side, and then that's where the live streaming part, because you can do your live stream on a phone, you know, or your laptop. But if you are catering to a bigger audience and a detailed audience, you have to talk to console AV.
What would your advice be for like an aspiring sound guy? I mean, you've been in it for quite some time, man.
You know, you need to have a passion for this. You need to want to do sound. You need to have an ear for it. You know, you need to. It's also not an easy job, man. Like most people say, you don't have a social life. You don't have friends. You do have friends, but then you are.
Your friends are at work, bro, and you sleep late.
Sleep late. Family complaints, but then it's a passion. It's a passion.
That makes a lot of sense, man.
Audiovisual is art. Because like it's creative, because you have, let's say somebody has a you were doing choreography, I don't know how you call it, where you paint, where you paint, and then to bring it to life, where you have a show, and then so that part to me is like, how do I myself as a broadcaster bring it into this aspect? So it's that love into this thing.
That's awesome, man. You guys are obviously speaking about a fire and a passion, and that's really what it is. Whether it's from presenting the show, whether it's from the guys like the Borises and the Popianis at the back, doing this collectively, it's gotta be passion first, man. Because you know, passion informs the decision making. Passion also informs sort of how far the show will go, and because of that, Rapper Talk is more than just a guy on the stage. The team is big. We'll be back on the other side of this.
Rapper Talk. Rapper Talk.
Active by night. Keep going crazy.
They thought I would fail. They thought I would fail. Thought I'd be in jail. Batata, 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 ish. Batata, 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 ish. They thought I would fail. They thought I would fail. Thought I'd be in jail. Thought I'd be in what? Batata, 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 ish. 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 They tryna hate, they kinda late. Beef, but I got plenty on my plate. Chief, Herrero chief. Don't you speak, you gon' make me suck my teeth. Oh my chengo, uno matako, manene. Tepo, chimere. Mararishua, Lushua, Ruvede. Mararishua, Lushua, Ruvede. When it comes to trapping in Namibia, I'm the one who sets the criteria. Race, I set the pace. Hey, Charlie Lee, that nigga, he's a waste. They thought I would fail. They thought I would fail. Thought I'd be in jail. Thought I'd be in jail. Batata, 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 eh. Batata, 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 eh. They thought I would fail. They thought I would fail. Thought I'd be in jail. Thought I'd be in jail. Batata, 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 eh. Batata, 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 eh. Batata, 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 eh. Batata, 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 eh. Batata, 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 eh. Batata, batata, eh. They tryna use my bangwe just to reach my level. Some they using juju, some they use the devil. Jesus got my back, I don't need a medal. I step on the gas, pedal to the middle. Hingo one. Shimba Vanga, switch, Benji Vanga. She's staring at my picture, light skin, chewing Cheppy bubble gum. I hate to break it to you, but I won. They thought I would fail, they thought I would fail. Thought I'd be in jail, thought I'd be in jail. Batata, 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 ish. Batata, 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 ish. They thought I would fail. They thought I would fail. Thought I'd be in jail. Thought I'd be in what? Batata, 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 ish. Batata, 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 ish.
Repeta.
Hey, what's happening, King?
All good, G, all good.
Thank
you for having me here.
Every time you hit the stage, and this has always been very impressive for me because you perform as though there's like 1,000 people. It doesn't really matter who's there. So even if you were seated and you were hoeing yourself, eventually you are going to give in and be like, you know what, let me just vibe with this guy anyway. But nonetheless, man, I know the Ovi Trap King has been busy. Let's take a look at your latest offering, man. What is Ngai serving right now?
Right now it's Herero Hero, the EP. The Muyedero EP. Not an album, not a mixtape, Maro EP. Herero Hero, the latest thing. We know you already. Yeah, it's there next to Biltong and Omaire.
I like that. It's just in between there, man, like a sandwich.
And beer.
I like the production of that because I had the privilege to rate that, and I rated the way I did because I was like, every song was very specific. It was very different, and the approach was different as well. But what sort of space were you in, perhaps, when you were writing?
It's been some time. I had just left. I just left the nest. Left the family. Left my parents' house. Moved out. Decided to start my own life. With take my daughter, take my partner, my daughter's mom, and we moved out. And I was in the space of, and then COVID hit. You dig? After I took all of these steps, COVID then hit, and it was a do or die. It was a do or die thing. I did it in the space of a young man, Ongea Monditi.
Marigana.
Yeah.
Ongea, that's what it is. Yo, man, look, you obviously have got a very undoubtable presence within the industry. You've cemented yourself very well because what you were able to do was to take a sound that we commonly know and can sort of accord a language, and you're just like, nah, I'm going to flip the tables over and I'm going to show you guys who I am. And that has been working for you tremendously well, man. But I think as far as the music is concerned, because that project is really awesome, you got to go out and get that project, Herero Hero. But that's right.
My breakout jam,
How do you even come up with these hooks, man? Because the hook is really the epicenter of the song. You know what I mean? People don't really remember the verse, but the hook, like Dark people was saying, man, it sticks, and you just keep repeating it. So and you've obviously become the best in that regard. So where do you want to see Ovi Trap specifically?
The road is being cleared by the Spirit. You dig? We are the only record, we're the only movement besides NOG. I'm also working with NOG. That's no ordinary group. Besides us, it's like there are no strings attached. Everything that's happening is happening because of the music, not because of payoffs, not because of popularity, because I'm not that popular, not because of socialness, because we're introverts as well. So it's mainly just because of the main thing, which is the music. And I believe that's we are way ahead. I think we're 10, I won't even say we're 10 years ahead. I'll say we're just in time. You dig? We're just in time because now we're staying indoors and it's not about the outside anymore. People have time to sit down and listen to the music. And we are being led by the music strictly. Mamu shua ruku ru boy ongai rapper tech, keep it a clip.
Repeta.
Meka kara kodondundu. Imba meshinire kodondundu, kodondundu. Imba meshinire kodondundu, kodondundu. Imba meshinire kodondundu, kodondundu. Shitty living in the city of the beauty and the beast. Trying to sell these CDs cause a nigga gotta eat. Put some niggas on and then the niggas start a beef. Now they trying to reach and I ain't got the time to speak. Shorty, she a freak, but she a lady in the streets. She gave me a baby and a baby gotta eat. Got me a Mercedes, I'm the greatest on the beast. Do this for the haters cause I know they need a peek. Let the beat drop and she shake her on juba. I don't got the juice, I got the ombuta. Do this shit for dog, do this shit for Tua. I know you wanna know and all you gotta do is Buddha. Ask, they wanted me to be an accountant. Will I ever do it, man? I doubt it. But when I get my milli, I'ma count it. Herero hero, bury me in the mountains. Dundu, kodondundu. Imbai mega gara kodondundu, kodondundu. Imbai mejimire kodondundu, kodondundu. Imbai mejimire kodondundu, kodondundu. Shitty boy, shitty. Rap Attack, Obi Trap Chief. Big shouts to 808. Mega kodondundu, kodondundu. Imwe mejinire kodondundu, kodondundu. Imwe mega gara kodondundu, kodondundu. Imwe mejinire kodondundu, kodondundu. Imwe shiri.
Rap Attack.
So the reason why I'm dressed up in drip like this today is because, you know, we're doing the great things out there. As a matter of fact, shout out to Lizzie for hooking me up with this little beautiful neck piece. But we are full of surprises on Rap Attack, man. Usually we tell you what's coming up next week, but we want to keep you in suspense. You're gonna have to wait for next week to find out what's happening. So Rap Attack has picked up so much momentum over the past few months, man. Shout out to everybody that came up to me on the street and was like, yo, one for the culture. So up until we elbow again next time, keep it healthy, keep it a clip right here on Rap Attack. We love y'all, we appreciate you. I'm out, your girlfriend's favorite and your ghostwriter's inspiration. Months out and ting.
Kanoshende kadengere katina kaharo hod kachoka pumbwe menuli nyali topi fangenge kuli keve kanoshende kalombwe kine fimbo no hod ame menuli nyali topi fangenge uli kine ngoma heva backstage with a whole squad got you chilling with the superstars you ain't even gotta buy this you just gotta bring the vibe in maybe a couple of friends and we can just chill and relax and we can just roll up a doobie. Flex, this nigga ain't dripping. Real man just got the sauce, bro. Backstage, back pimping. Everybody wanna follow us. Deep up in his chief. Deep up in his chief. Deep up in his chief. My click big dangerous. Shoo 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 shoo. Shoo 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 shoo. Shoo 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 shoo.